The 8-piece performance ignition kit that we're talking about here today will be for the 2006 and newer 5.7 liter Hemi owners out there who are looking for an affordable solution to help clear up any issues caused by a faulty or failing set of factory coils. Now this kit here today will include 8 coils featuring that bright red finish, along with the factory style connectors, all for right around that $400 price point. All right, so right into our features block here, and I do want to mention the fact that these are going to be a mild performance upgrade over an OE equivalent or factory replacement kit. Now, these options will again give you that small performance boost while also doing it rather affordably, and they will provide you with roughly 15% more energy over a factory or OE replacement coil. Now, with that being said, guys, this 8-piece ignition kit here will help smooth out your Hemi's rough idle or revs, definitely help clear up some high RPM misfires, improve some throttle response, and even in some cases, improve some fuel economy. And that just depends on how bad of a shape your factory coils were in. Now, this is really echoed rather well in the customer review section back on the product page. So definitely read up on a few of those if you haven't done so already. Now moving into construction, and these coils are going to be built to factory specifications, but again with a slightly higher output thanks to the enhanced windings, and they will also still include the same OE style wire connector here on the body, of course, in addition to the 2 boots per coil with the OE style bodies. Now I do want to point out the big difference here, of course, will be that red top. Outside of the performance benefits, of course, but visually, these are going to give you more of a pop under the hood and certainly flow well with any other maybe red accents you may have already added to your Hemi. Price point again will be, I would say, relatively affordable, at least when compared to other big brand name performance coils from companies like MSD, for instance. And these guys are gonna live right around, I would say, that $400 price point. Now, if you did wanna cross shop these with a similar option, again from MSD, you're gonna be looking at least another $100 to $200 on top of the coils that we have here today. So again, you definitely have some options, and if you don't even really need the maybe increased voltage, we have some more basic OE replacements as well that will actually be more affordable than these options here. So without a doubt, definitely check out the rest of our selection back at American Trucks if you haven't done so already. All right, last but not least, let's shift gears and get into the installation. And honestly, this one is gonna be extremely straightforward thanks to that simple plug and play design. Sight is gonna go 1 out of 3 wrenches on the old difficulty meter here, maybe 20 minutes or so if you're hustling to complete from start to finish. But regardless, let's show you how these things are done at home. So let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet, an extension, a flathead screwdriver, a 10mm socket, and a 10mm swivel socket. What's up, guys? Today we're installing a set of ignition coils on our Ram, so let's get started. So to remove our factory ignition coils, we just need to press in on these black clips on our connectors and push them up to pop them all off. And then we have 10mm bolts on each of them that will take a 10mm socket to remove. Now the most difficult is going to be this one in the back corner, and to get a little more access to that, I'm going to disengage this clip for our heater core hoses so I can move them around a little bit. So just take a flathead screwdriver in there, pry up to pop that off, and then we can pop these out to get more access back there. So now we can start by removing our connector here. Now these clips are pretty stiff, so you can take a flathead screwdriver down towards the bottom of that connector, push in, and then slide it up and off. And then grab your 10mm socket and remove your 2 bolts on each coil pack. And then you can just pull straight back to pop that out. Just do the same thing for the other 3 on this side and the other 4 on the other side. Now before we throw our new ignition coils in here, I like to blow out all of our spark plug holes with some compressed air. That way you don't have any crap in there that can potentially get into the engine the next time you change your spark plugs. So just take a spray gun and just blow out all the cylinders here. And now we can grab our new coil, slide it into place. We're gonna thread our bolts in before we push it all the way down, and then we'll put our connector on. So move those heater core hoses out of the way. Slide that into place, and then you can start threading in your bolts. Now you can grab your 10mm socket and tighten your bolts down. Just go back and forth and tighten them down evenly. And then when you have those tightened down, you can slide your connector back over top, press down on it until you hear the click. And now do that same thing for your other two, and then you can repeat the whole process on the other side. And now once you have all of your coil packs installed, you can slide your heater core hoses back into that bracket and clip those into place. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the 8-piece performance ignition coil set for your 2006 and newer 5.7 liter Ram 1500. Thank you for watching, and for all things Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.